Hello everybody, how's it going today? It's me, Kevbotomy, and I'm finally back with another Minecraft video. Now, I know it's been a long time since I've uploaded. I believe it's been roughly about 4 months, and I'm honestly super sorry about that. There have been a couple reasons for this, however. I have moved to a new location, hooray. I am no longer living in my parents' basement, which is always a positive and a negative. Obviously, I love my parents, so... Anyway, that's happened, and I've also gotten a job, which means that I have a little bit less time for recording. However, nothing hurt it more than 2 months without internet. Yes, you heard me right. I couldn't even watch YouTube for 2 months. Now, I'm not trying to complain, because we're all set up now, everything's good to go, and I'm happy to bring you another video. And today's video is going to be a little bit special because of that. First, I want to announce a small change to the series. I want to do the time-lapse first, and then the tutorial afterwards. Just seems to fit a little bit better. And other than that, I think it's time to reveal, well, you already know what it is. Today's statues. Yes, there are multiple, and there are 5 to be exact. Without further ado, here we go. So, the cutest parrot statues in Minecraft. They are, of course, modeled off of the parrots that you find in-game in jungles, and so I think it's extremely appropriate to build them a nice big lush jungle biome just for them. Now, I'm not gonna go with the same size restrictions as these. I'm just gonna kind of do whatever I want, make for a great time lapse, and I hope you will enjoy it. After the time lapse and we give these guys a nice home, then I'll show you how to build each and every one, or of course so you can just take a look at it from here, as you can see most of the blocks you can use. Without further ado though, let's roll the time-lapse. Well guys, it would seem that I've been just a little bit of a derp. So I got to work on the time-lapse and I recorded about half an hour's worth of footage. Decided to take a little bit of a break and noticed that the whole thing was still with pause on lost focus enabled on the camera account. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to get that little bit, but I'll just show you what I've done so far. So here we've got a nice little landscape around the first parrot. It's not quite done yet. I still want to get some vines up on this cliff we've got in the back, and I also want to get some nice jungle trees growing in the area, but that's going to be the last thing we do. So with that little bit shown, now I'm going to get on to the real time-lapse. Well guys, if I had a derp counter for this episode of Cute Statues, I would have hit it 3 or 4 times by now, because I just recorded the entire tutorial whilst my recording software was not hooked up to the mic. Basically, I had to go in and change the settings, so unfortunately, I am doing this all over again, but that should be the time-lapse completed now. And now it's time to get into the statues. So, we're going to start with the simplest one, which is the green parrot right behind me there. Then we're gonna cover the blue parrot and the white parrot. Then we'll probably do the red and the light blue last. So, with that said, it's time to get into that tutorial. Alright, so the reason I chose the green parrot first is basically I'm going to be building the same parrot 5 times over with different colors. So I thought it would be good to start with the simplest one that is only one color, so we can really highlight the body shape of the parrot. So you want to start off with a little 3x3 square on the bottom and build it up one more block like so. And then you want to build it up one more, so you have the 3x3 cube. Let me just make sure that's right. I have a sneaky suspicion that's not right. That's not right! Okay. So you want to build up your 3x3 cube, but then what you want to do is take this front top line and replace it with white. So that's going to be your cheeks. That's the position of the cheeks, is on the top corner of the 3x3. As far as the tail goes, you'll just do 2 and 1 out from there, like so. Then, above the white wool, you want to do a layer of black. That's where the eyes are going to be going. Then in the middle, you're going to take that black down in front of the white, so that you have a nice beak there. So from there, you can do the top layer of the head, just with green in this case. And then you want to build up a 2-wide area just like so. So that's most of the parrot done. Now all we have to do is put a block on the top back center, like so, and then one up diagonally like that. Then just one block underneath that top one, we want to place one and just take it straight out, and that is the completed body shape. Now, for the classic Kevbotomy cute statues moment, I'm going to sit here and spam paintings until we get our adorable eye. So this is a famously tedious process, as I'm sure most of you have heard me try to painfully commentate through, but honestly, I don't even know what to say. It gives me a chance to learn how to use words in new ways as I attempt to distract you from the ultimate tedium of why isn't this working? Oh my gosh. Okay, if this takes any long... Okay. I was about to say, I'm gonna start time-lapsing this if it starts taking too long. And I might just do that anyway. So, second try there. And with that said, we have a completed parrot. So, now we're going to move into the blue parrot. So, for the blue parrot, all you have to do is watch the tutorial for the green parrot, and then swap out the white blocks for yellow, and the green blocks for blue. So that's all you have to do, and you end up with an absolutely adorable blue parrot. Everything else is exactly the same body shape, same structure, same everything. You don't even have to replace the blocks in the middle if you don't want to, if you built the green one first. However, it really is that simple. That's all you have to do. So you just build it up, you replace the blue with the green, and I'm not even going to show you the rest, I'll just show you the result. Alright guys, so this is what the completed blue parrot will look like once you replace all the blocks one for one with the green one. Now we're going to get into the white parrot. And this is the first one that's slightly more complicated than the others. So first we're going to replace the cheeks with some nice orange. And then what we want to do is we want to, as quickly as possible, if it's already placed. If not, you'll have to replace the painting anyway, which is tedious and I want to avoid it. So quickly break the coal block and replace it with the wool like so. That way the item frame, or the painting, doesn't have time to break. So you do that on the other side as well, and then you replace the top as well with yellow. Now all that's left for the yellow is to replace the feathers on top of the head, so you want to go ahead and do that. And then all of this blue simply becomes white, so I'm going to go ahead and remove that. And yeah, it should be a relatively simple process. I'll catch you with the result. So the next parrot on the list is the light blue parrot, and this guy's getting even a little bit more complicated than the white one. So first we want our black back instead of the yellow, so we're going to quickly break and replace that on both sides. Yes, you can do that pretty much instantly. You just gotta put your fingers down on both mouse buttons almost instantaneously, but you do left slightly before right. With a little bit of practice, it gets kind of fun to do. So with that in place, now we want to go on top of the head, and we want to replace the yellow with green, as well as this top yellow feather as well. Now we want the cheeks to go back to the classic white color, and then underneath those cheeks we want to take our yellow, and we want to make a little sort of L shape. We want to encapsulate the corner in yellow instead of white. So all we have left to do now is to take our light blue and to fill in the body like so. Make sure to keep the cheeks white, and then of course do the tail, do the body, and once it's all completed you will have a beautiful looking bird. So I'm just going to quickly finish doing that here. We're going to add in the tail. We're going to change this yellow into blue. We can ignore that white that just flashed on screen. It's hidden. It doesn't matter. And you have a complete parrot. So that is the fourth one done. Now it's time to get on to the final parrot. So as far as parrot designs go, this last one is probably the most unique. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with our red wool, and we're going to replace everything except the white cheeks with red. Now, it's not going to stay this way, but I find it is the simplest way to do it, and the simplest way to describe it, so I'm going to make you place some red blocks first, and you will destroy a few of them in the end. Now, the exception is the tail. Do not rebuild the tail yet, but replace all of these guys with red blocks, and then we will move on to our next step. So we're pretty well done there. We do the top feather, do the front of the head, we do the back feather. Alright, so that is the main body of the parrot done, and now what we want to do is we want to take our yellow, we want to go to this top square here and replace it, we want to go down into the left one, and then put our dark blue in the corner there. So that'll be the wing. You want to mirror that on the other side, so blue in the bottom corner, yellow up and to the side, and then for the tail you want to take 2 yellow and go up, and then 1 blue right at the end. So that will be the completed parrot statue for this coloration. Well guys, that's about all I've got for you for this video. We built a fantastic looking environment behind me for the adorable parrot statues, and then I showed you how to build them as well. And honestly, I hope it met your expectations. I had a lot of fun doing this video, and I hope you had a lot of fun watching it. With that said, if you did enjoy it, make sure to hit that like button. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. And if you're in the camp of people that can't wait for my next upload and want to watch it as soon as it goes up, be sure to hit the bell icon. The bell icon takes your subscribers, or the people you're subscribed to, and if you hit the bell icon on their videos, they show up in your subscriber feed way more reliably. Like, they're actually gonna show up. So if that's something that interests you, be sure to do that. But with all that said, thank you so much for watching. Hope you had as much fun as I did, and until next time, I will see you later.